together a jillion of them in one combo. You can circumvent her lack of raw killing aerial by finding a million confirms. And hey, your opponent may have all of this crazy stuff if they land a hit, but because her mobility is so good and her edge guarding is so good, landing that hit is never guaranteed against Sheik.
Yeah, all of that is very true. It doesn't matter how little classical X Factor the character has. If your X Factor just doesn't work in the matchup, and WebbJP, an absolute master of making sure that is the case, and you can see exactly what we're talking about right now. Finally, Deltaforce getting a single nair, but stuck in the corner for 45 seconds here.
It's tough. Link's a slow character. He's a mobile tank. And so getting out of situations, that wasn't a true combo. Then
yeah, I saw the jump.
It was early hits of needles, not any of the final hits. So, you know, it wasn't anything supposed to be guaranteed. But Webb is so fast with it that he's able to pull that trigger regardless. And Deltaforce literally just can't get anywhere. Link's too slow.
I also feel like Sheik is the queen of the 50-50s sometimes, where situations like that, like will you jump, will you not jump after these needles? Either way, WebbJP is going to react, throw out those things like the bouncing fish or the forward air deep off stage, and if you guess wrong, it's shake my hand, next stock, try again. Oh, and then the tech chase on top of it.
Did you see the stutter from Webb as well? Dash in, pause to see if there was the neutral tech. React to the tech roll away and fully dash in with that forward smash. That is a player who is dialed in.
Yeah, that strikes the fear into me more than anything else in this game. A player who can reaction tech chase to that level with a character who gets so much off of it because, you know, that kill factor is the big fear for a character like Sheik. So if she has the ability all of a sudden to reaction tech chase me to death with those F smashes in the corner, that completely mitigates the biggest challenge that WebbJP is having to face by using this character.
Yeah, I would, if you want to blame some of the earlier losses and struggles on Webb not being warmed up, I think Webb's piping hot right now because we're seeing some item play. We're seeing these crispy dashbacks. Like, so well timed and so well played from just when it comes to playing around Link's arsenal of tools, which as we saw earlier is nothing to sleep on. Like Link can blow you up in the drop of a hat, but because she can just reposition at a moment's notice, getting out of dangerous situations is easy as 1, 2, and 3 for her.
Yeah, speaking of Link's tools, I love the way Deltaforce is using that bomb just to be annoying to WebbJP's game plan. Throwing that bomb right in between them because every time Webb starts shadow boxing, starts approaching with those quick hitboxes, you accidentally pick up the bomb. And we've seen so many times Webb picks it up and quickly has to turn around and throw it the other way and then keep the pressure going. And that alone is not going to be enough, but at least it was a start. I feel like Deltaforce figured some stuff out there, and let's see how that goes for the rest of this set.
I think Deltaforce needs to find the utility in Link's kit that is more suited to dealing with Sheik being that mosquito to Link's just general game plan. As you mentioning, just picking up the bomb or utilizing that bomb in really frustrating ways is certainly one way to do that. You could also just play a lot more grounded, utilize stuff like Nair and up tilt to just constantly try to keep WebbJP guessing on where and when a hitbox is. Because while Webb may be moving around a ton, he can't move into a place where there's an active hitbox, and that's where bomb especially is extremely solid.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm a big fan of Link trying to just slow things down in this matchup. Give himself time to get those big hits, to get the reads, to create those set play ledge traps and neutral pressure shenanigans that Link is so good at. Because it doesn't matter if a character's death by 1,000 cuts if WebbJP can do all 1,000 of those cuts at the same time.
Yeah, that's a good way to sum it up. 1,000 cuts plus. He's making he's making stocks fast out here sometimes. Just the down throw into the back air though to push Deltaforce into the corner. I love that. Stay close to the ground. Sometimes what Webb gives up is a lot of these full hop mix-ups, allowing for any character just to run straight underneath him.
Ooh. The pressure from WebbJP right now. Deltaforce is doing a really good job of going even, but I feel like just the constant threat, like you were talking about, that mosquito-esque gameplay, and then the single diamond cutter going to close out the stock, finding the one opening in Deltaforce's defense, but the same goes the other way. If Webb swings for the hills too many times, the hills will come alive, and Deltaforce closing it out with the up smash to keep things even.
We got Cynthia's theme in the background, so, you know, hills are alive with the sound of music right now. We got the up airs going, oh, boomerang! Such a handy little tool to come out and break that combo. It's so good. It always comes back.
It catches you off guard sometimes. I do love when Link players, Deltaforce is absolutely a champion of this, using that move not even to try to hit their opponent, but just to set up the defensive option select if their actual pressure ends up not working out. So like right there.
Yeah, I see what you're talking about here. Also, it's not Cynthia's theme, but if it was, not going for the down smash. Just instead going for the regrab into the back air, playing to anticipate an edge guard. The down tilt, no jump here from Deltaforce, but he gets out. And this ledge trap has been lasting a while, but if you just find one way out, that's a ton of cuts coming out from WebbJP, but this Hornet has lost its stinger. Now, without a finisher, you're just kind of waffling a little bit sometimes at these higher percentage games.
Yeah, absolutely. If you don't have those true combo finishers, it opens up a lot of opportunities for Deltaforce to scam you out of your stock, and the damage is starting to swing back to even. Deltaforce looking pretty good right now, but can WebbJP do something with these edge guards? Not quite there. Not quite there either. And once again, Deltaforce gets back onto the stage.
Oh my god, that was a trade with Fair 1. If the Fair 2 connected there from Deltaforce, that could have been such a big momentum, such a big turn in the game, but I mean, where both these two are just kind of scrambling a little bit. Backers are landing for Webb, but not closing out stocks. The up throw isn't going to do it, and no way are you trying to find a, is Webb trying to find a forward air, getting on the receiving end of it.
At this level of play, games aren't won in seconds, they're won in frames. And we see situations like that, the way these trades go, the way these air dodges come out, but the option select from WebbJP, great bait there, getting Deltaforce to air dodge and throwing out that back air, killing from center stage, stressing just how high percent this can get to when Sheik can't kill.
But this is where you draw it up here. Like, all right, sometimes this happens as Sheik, and you have to be prepared for that. You know your back air kill percent, your dash attack kill percent. It's like, all right, one of these will eventually close out the stock. And if you just play calm and play so hard to hit, this mosquito turns into a bee. 180! And you're getting hit by soft nair just because Webb has to, or excuse me, Deltaforce has to commit so hard to finishing off any stock.
Has to be so careful as well at these low percents. It's so easy for the damage to start racking up. There's the opener, but no, Webb playing it safe and getting rewarded for it. The damage finally coming in. That down air may be a little ill-advised, but not much is going to come out of it.
You see the crouch under that landing forward air. Finally, strong hit nair closes out the stock, but
all the way
just
across.
One perfectly spaced, one perfectly timed crouch in order to avoid a finishing move, putting it into 73. This is what Webb has been doing with this character for so long, trying to extend some of those reaction tech chases, but not able to find the follow-up nair. Instead, you're just continuing to apply this pressure. This is the type of stuff when players think about just pure unbridled aggression. They think of WebbJP trying to poking and prodding and still not able to find a hit against him. Oof,
I like the down air there as well. We've seen Webb go for that a couple times. It's finally working out. However, Deltaforce is not going down without a fight on his tournament life right now at 126. But that's a lot of rage against a very light Sheik. Bouncing fish not going to be enough. Can you get back to the stage safely? Great boomerang as well, and the pressure is starting to mount. Oh, but the call out.
What a perfectly... Again, tipper down tilt is insane from Sheik, but being able to see that, hey,